Okay, good morning from me. I was meant to be live like 2 hours earlier because I was going to do a live Stupid Idiots today. That's why I've been saving it because we've not had a good idea for the 20-member video, and that was going to be it. And then there's no time now. And then I got no time until next weekend. So I might just record the episode and just do a live one in the future. Anyway, I was gonna make a short about my workplace, about leaving workplace, but then it was over a minute. I was just like, screw it. I was gonna upload it early for members. You went to SG for the first time. That's crazy. Yeah, I tipped it. I took a risk. The risk didn't pay off. But some of these did pay off. People told me Hawks couldn't beat Frio. We've beaten you the last 6 times. None of those games were in Tasmania, so I factored that in for a start. And, well, I mean, it was just Ethan, to be fair, but Ethan telling me that Port Adelaide would beat Gold Coast. Gold Coast always win at home, mate. They always win at home. This is not loaded yet, but I actually have got 7 instead of 6. If I had, I was thinking about tipping Geelong and I didn't. So, yeah, that one, it could have been 8, but it wasn't, but it's 7. You got all of them correct, but besides the first one. Wasn't that Docker's Lover? No, it was Docker's Lover, it was Graz, it was 69, it was Ethan. There was at least 4 people telling me that Hawks are not going to beat Frio. Frio are going to win. Well, they're quiet now. They're quiet now. Flipping. Literally, like, if I look at if I look at Hawthorn's fixtures, I'm not even like taking the piss here, right? If I just filter Hawthorn's fixtures down, I told all of you, I told all of you, right? Where is it? I told all of you that from Geelong up to Carlton, I told you the easiest game there was Freo. And you guys were just like, the one easy game is Freo? Yeah, well, we won, so. I know it was only 13 points, but I was just pointing out that I looked at these 6 games and I thought to myself, Freo's the one we win. And I was right! Obviously, we could win the other ones, but it'd be pretty tough. You see, looking at this, people are saying we make the 8, but first of all, we're not in the 8 right now. So that's a big issue. We're not in the 8 right now. Yes, it's only 4 points. But, like, if we beat Collingwood, I might believe you. But we would definitely, like, Collingwood can definitely beat us. Losing at the Adelaide Oval is definitely possible. So is Manuka. Giants are gaining form again now. Losing to Carlton definitely possible. It's like you're telling me we won't make the 8, but I'm looking at these fixtures and I'm thinking all of these are harder than the Freo game. So it's like I don't know, mate. I want to make finals. It's not that I don't want it, but you guys have got to stop exaggerating to say, oh, Hawthorn are going to make it. There's no guarantees for sure. Comment on Tim's assassination of Trump. Yeah, I saw the video clips like 20 minutes after it happened. Yeah, that was scary. You thought the Hawks would win? Yeah. Hawks are very easy last 2 games. Yeah, that's the last 2 games, mate. We got to get there first. We got to get there first. If we lose all 4 of these, we're done anyway. Adelaide is still easier than Freo. Away normally are good, but I'd back you to win both. From my perspective, Adelaide away is harder than Freo at home in Launceston, specifically in Launceston, because they play alright at the MCG. Freo, they're not that bad at that ground. But like they don't have a great record in Tasmania, so I just thought to myself, well, they're not going to beat us, and I was right. And I know it was 13 points, but taking that as a dub. Pies are in very bad form. So, we got smashed by Geelong last week, and the Magpies didn't lose by that much. To what was the margin? What was the margin today, my friends? Yesterday, I mean, sorry. 2 days ago. They lost to Geelong by 20 points. We got smashed by Geelong last week. Bad form, yeah, but like they're not doing as badly as we are. I mean, we're doing better, obviously, winning games, but I'm saying, like, season as a whole, yes, obviously, by their standards, they've dropped down massively, but if you're saying the reason we're going to beat them is very bad form, we literally got taught a lesson by Geelong last week. Lions are sharpening their claws, yeah. Hawks will beat Pies, I hope so, mate. I bloody hope so. Right. So yeah, has it updated? Because I want to see it says 7. No, it doesn't say 7. Okay, but I got 7. I got 2 wrong. I don't know why I did this, but you know, to be fair, look, I went 4-1 to beat Freo. People said that it wouldn't happen. I went for Gold Coast to beat Port. So I mean, it was mainly Port fans said it wouldn't happen. I'm just like, Gold Coast win every home game, and I went for Melbourne as well, which, you know, Essendon have been a better team this season. So, you know, some of them paid off, others did not. And then this could have been a toss-up between either team, to be honest. So, like, yeah, it is what it is. On to round 19. Oh, yeah, how many people are left in the gauntlet? Obviously, I'm not in it anymore. 1,110. That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, round 19. There was one loss to Geelong before that. You never really lost a game convincingly. We literally, did we not lose twice to Geelong by like a decent margin? Right, here we go. I think Essendon to beat Adelaide. I'm going to go Essendon by 15. Giants back on form, of course. Giants back on form combined with Gold Coast never win away. This is surely a Giants victory. St Kilda. I think they'll beat West Coast. They'll get the double on them. Collingwood to beat Hawthorn. There's not many risks there so far, but I'm just saying what I think will happen. I don't know what to say. Geelong, Port. I am tipping Brisbane. I know AFL Legends going to be like, how dare you! But Brisbane have been on good form recently, and they're winning games. So I'm backing them to continue their form. They're now in the top 4 as well. Oh, it's not updated. But Brisbane, I'm pretty sure, are 4th right now. And then, Freo and Melbourne could go either way. I'm just looking at it and I'm thinking I've gone all favourites, and it's just like, that's not, is that worth doing? I mean, this is 50-50 practically. I know it says 56-44, but we're counting it. We're not counting that as like a clear majority. This isn't an election. This is more or less like, you know, a toss up between the two. I'm gonna go Carlton because I don't trust North. But it's also the kind of game Carlton can lose. I'm thinking about this one, and I'm thinking Freo can win the game. Freo have had a better season. They're at home. Melbourne always win. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes they win games you didn't expect them to win as well. But I don't think it'd be that much of a shock if Melbourne won this game. But I'll go for Freo. But now I'm thinking I got to change something here because I got to change something surely. I tipped Friar Pies, that's not favourite. Yes, it is. What do you mean that's not favourites? How are we the favourites against Collingwood? Are you okay? There'd be a few teams that would be favourites against Collingwood. Primarily teams in like the top 5. We are not favourites against Collingwood. regardless of this one, either way I'm happy. Like, because I'm out of these two anyway. So, like, there's less stakes for me. I'm pretty sure in my own comp I'm not even that high up. I'm 30th. See, I'm 30th for my own comp, right? I'm nowhere in the damn rankings, okay? I'm out of the gauntlet. I am out of minimum 5. I have no more. I have nothing more to lose. So with this tip, either I get it right or Hawthorne win, which Hawthorne winning is better for me anyway. So I don't care if I get the tip wrong. If Hawthorne win, that's great. But we're not going to win. I don't believe in it. If I believe it, I'd do it. Because I tipped us in few games, like Freo. I tipped us against St Kilda earlier in the season. Obviously, St Kilda have been terrible, but like at the time when that game happened, it looked like it could be an even game. I had faith in certain games, so like, but not this one. Not this one. We are a bogey team for Collingwood. We almost came back against them in the gather round, but I still cannot see it. Hey Graz, how you doing? You said you'd beat the Hawks, yeah? Come outside, Graz. I just want to talk. Come on. You were yapping yesterday. You and your 3 or 4 Freo fans in the chat. Yapping. We're gonna beat the Hawks. Freo are going to win. You laughed yourself to a loss, mates. And then blamed the umpires. Pies are in terrible form. Are you acoustic? Am I acoustic? There's a guitar in this flat, but it's not in the room. I'm not gonna bother to go and get it, just to make a reply. Tip West Coast. I definitely might change one. I'm looking at it. The ones I might change. West Coast or Western Bulldogs. One of the West teams. One of those teams. I think the Dogs will beat Geelong. I know Geelong is sitting in the top 4 right now on better form, but I think the Dogs can beat Geelong. I don't think that's impossible. It's the kind of game Dogs could win because they tend to they either turn up or they don't. That's the Dogs. When they turn up, they can at least give anyone a game. When they don't turn up, they just get smashed. It just depends which Dogs turn up. But obviously Geelong, if they turn up in the form they've been in recently, they will be alright. But I think it's worth a risk. Pies are underdog. No, they're not. And I don't mean because of the percentage on the screen. I mean they are not underdogs. Does anyone except Mas McGee and Mr. Cat think that Hawthorn are better than Collingwood? I'm genuinely curious. Because they're trying to give me this impression and I'm thinking, you're trolling. I appreciate the compliments because I'm a Hawks fan. I want Hawthorn to be good and I want Hawthorn to be complimented. But the fact that you're telling me that we're going to beat Collingwood and Collingwood are underdogs against us, are you off your head? I must be off my head just reading this. Calm down. Oh, now it's excuses, isn't it? Yesterday it was, we're going to beat Hawthorn. We're going to beat Hawthorn. Today it's, we don't know, our captain. Or it was the umpires. I'm just like, you lost the Hawthorn, mate. You lost the Hawthorn. But poor. It's funny because I actually, I mentioned this yesterday as well. I actually really like Freo. They've been in my top 5 teams, for 5 years now. I really like Freo. I really enjoy watching Freo. But some of their fans talk, yap, way too much. So sometimes I gotta respond. Even to Graz, who's been a member for over a month now, which is fantastic. That's brilliant. But still, my days. It's annoying I didn't wake up early enough. I would have done a live Stupid Idiots. And Graz would have been first on the list, my friends. David can play the guitar? No, but my mum used to be able to, and she kept her old guitar. It still works. I mean, it doesn't take too much for a guitar to work. You just got to make sure the strings are in place. But I used to play the piano and the drums. The piano because I was forced to, because apparently if you get a good grade in music, you can get into good university. So my mom signed me up for multiple musical places and multiple sports clubs because apparently it helps you to get into uni. And I also did drums because I enjoyed doing drums. So yeah, but I never played the guitar. I mean, I've played it. I've held a guitar, but I can't actually play the guitar as in like actually do a song. Uh, One and done Darcy wouldn't help Frio. That's why you're saying you could beat the horse without Pierce. I had the balls to tip the dogs against the Blues, so I might have the balls to tip the dogs against the Cats. Dogs could beat the Cats. The only thing that's stopping me from tipping, from possibly tipping the dogs is the GMHBA. That is a factor. If it was at MCG or Marvel, I mean, it wouldn't be a Marvel anyway. If it was a Geelong home game, I don't think you'd put it in Marvel anyway. But you get the point. I would be more inclined to pick the Bulldogs. Tip Adelaide against Essendon. Not you, not this again. Mars McGee, the Essendon fan, tried to get me to tip North Melbourne against Essendon. Adelaide, I guess, is a more realistic shout. The Pies are underdogs. Nah, they're not. I disagree with the betting companies. Yeah, the betting companies aren't always like. They sometimes give you good odds or boosted odds. You can't base everything on betting companies. Conspiracy theorists, isn't that you, mate? Either way, Hawks fans are going to be a huge game. It is, yeah. Pies don't have a forward line or back line, that's why everyone's beating them. Yeah, but they were still competitive against Geelong for most of it. Yes, they lost, but for most of it, like, they were quite competitive. And literally, Geelong smashed us last week. Like, we literally played the same team the last 2 rounds. And Collingwood did better against Geelong than we did. And I get that there's a bit more of a rivalry with us and Geelong. Geelong probably had more motivation against us anyway. But still, we did worse against Geelong than Collingwood did. So on that parameter, just bringing up form, I feel like form goes out the window a little bit. Just because like we've both played the same team recently, and we did a lot worse than Collingwood did against the Cats. Yes, we're level on points, but like we're level on points, and yeah, Collingwood having a bad season, we're having a good season. Like there's different standards at the moment. We are not what we used to be, and what we used to be, I wasn't even around for that anyway. But still, the point is, Hawthorn is not what it used to be, and at the moment, what we're sitting on is a good season based on this season's standards. Collingwood having a terrible season, and we're level on points. Okay, maybe based on that we could win, but I don't know, mate. Really isn't unreasonable when Hawthorn are playing semi-exciting competitive, winning 8 out of 10, and the Pies have lost 3 in a row and really are struggling the game style. Okay, but it's fair to think the Hawks can win the game, which I don't believe anyway. But Mars is trying to say Collingwood are underdogs. They are not underdogs. They are not underdogs. Can we stop this? I just realised the chat covers the ladder when I do this. Yes, they are sitting 12th on equal points of us, but they are not underdogs. Let's relax. Let's relax. Dogs beat Geelong last time playing in Geelong. Yes, they did. That is true. But wasn't that in round 23 when Geelong were already out of the finals? Was that not after Geelong were already eliminated, or do I accept it's 50-50 between Hawks and Pies? I think Pies are more likely to win by a little bit. Bets on. I'm not really a betting man for a start. I used to try and bet, but like I used to bet like really safe. I used to like just be like, oh, I'm in profit. That's fine. I never took any big risks anyway. When I'm watching the Euro final, probably at home, mate. Well, Essendon did worse than the Pies did. V-Cats. Look what happened, David. Yeah. You started 0-5, that's why you're level with Collingwood. Go to the fixture and look at the betting on... Oh, for flip's sake, man. This guy. Where the flip is the... Where the flip is the round button? So you're basing it off this. You're basing it off this. That's not even a big difference, man. Come on now. They're just looking at the fact that Collingwood are slipping a bit and Hawthorn are on good form. But like, if Collingwood turn up, they'll win. What you're trying to do is you're trying to instill more faith in me. I'm not sure, mate. If England win tonight, you might see more confident Davidoff tomorrow. But I've always been pessimistic about my sports teams. But like Collingwood, surely, even thinking of my head, Collingwood will win the game. Okay, I actually want Hawthorn to win. I hope I'm wrong. But come on now. Keep saying no Hawks and favourites, but it's a slight difference. That doesn't make us like clear favourites, man. My days, mates. If England win, will I skip work to party in the Straits? Probably not. But yeah, because I got something important to do tomorrow morning. Oh, Flanders agrees with you. Do a poll on the Hawks. Nah, you're right, mate. You know what? I'm gonna be boring. I'm gonna stick with all favourites. Screw it. It may be a silly move, but I don't know who to change. So yeah, my tips are Essendon, Giants, St Kilda, Hawthorn, Geelong, Port Adelaide, Brisbane, Fremantle, and Carlton. How boring has Davidoff been? For someone who's got nothing to lose, he has not taken any risks. That is a shame. That is a big shame. When did I say every favourite can lose? What are you talking about? I was talking about one game. Bloody ridiculous. Tip Tigers. They're not beating Port Adelaide away from home, man. It's not. They might win some games before the end of the season. It won't be that one. Let's calm down here. All right, I'm gonna be off because I got to catch a train in 45 minutes because I got to start work 4 hours earlier now. And then tomorrow I got to start work at 8 a.m. Why 8 a.m.? There's specific reasons. I'm not going to reveal what it is, but essentially my workplace it's my last week at work. So on the 20th we shut down completely. So now I think we finished on orders as well. I think after Monday orders are done, and now it's just all moving things from the shelves, just emptying the shelves now, getting stock packaged up. I don't know why we got to do it because we're not paid to do that. We're paid to do a job for a supermarket, not remove. We're not removal people, but they're paying us. They're telling us to do that as well. They're like, yeah, you shut us down, then you got to make us do cleanup. How dare you? Anyway, um, the company has offered training to some people, specific training. So I'm gonna do a training course this week on Monday to Friday, away from my workplace. So today's actually my last day at work. I got to hand in my uniform, my ID card, and then Monday to Friday I'm doing a training course somewhere else that's funded by my workplace, by my company. So at least they give me something before I go. So yeah. So yeah, I got to be up at 8 a.m. tomorrow. So I'm gonna come home, watch the Euros. Hopefully we win, and then I can go to sleep and wake up at like 5:30. Head off to different location to do some training. Hopefully I pass what I'm doing. That would send any thoughts and prayers to Trump and his family. What? No, it's just because it's an AFL stream, but it's nothing like that. When any political or anyone gets shot, I don't approve of it. So yeah, regardless of who it was that was shot at, I would not have. I've always condemned that. But like I thought it wouldn't be in the mood to mention that now, considering we're just tipping AFL. We're just having a casual stream. Uh, but yeah, hopefully he's all right. Regardless of what politic you support, like that's just not right. So I'm glad that well, I'm glad that he didn't die. And I'm glad that the shooter got dealt with. Unfortunately, though, apparently someone did die in the crowd, so rest in peace to them. Go England! Yes, go England, mate. Go England. You know, I've got the. I need to get ready, right? See, if we win, I'm singing this on repeat. I'm singing this on repeat. This is an iconic song to watch before England play a big game. You've got to hold and give, do it at the right time. You can't be slow or fast, but you must get to the line. Yeah, it was always. I can't even. I've forgotten. I wanted to sing that like, but I wasn't in tune after the third line. I was just like, you know what, screw it. I thought I'd get that in right now, just in case we don't win, because we are not favourites tonight either. Spain have been the best team the whole tournament. Have won every single game, and the only team that matched them was Germany, who they knocked out. So we are underdogs in that game. So I thought I'd get that song in right now, just in case we lose, which is actually very likely. But hopefully we can win. Wouldn't be the first time an underdog has won the Euros. 2016 Portugal were much worse than France in the final, but Portugal won it 1-0. 2004 Greece won the Euros. That was very shocking to everyone because no one expected Greece to win the Euros. But Greece won the Euros in 2004. They beat Portugal 1-0 in the final. So underdogs can win. Recently Man United beat Man City in the FA Cup final. That was a shock. A big player in that game was Kobe Manu, who's been brilliant for England this year. So, we got some players that have a point to prove. A few of those players played on the losing final 3 years ago, so hopefully we can get something done there. So we shall see. England cannot win, they coasted to the final. Yeah, that's why I brought up 2016. Portugal did the exact same thing. Portugal had an easy run to the final in 2016. Then they faced favourites France in the final in France, and they beat France. No one expected it to happen, but it happened. So that's why I brought up examples, because it's possible that a team can, that a clear underdog can win. But yeah, ref for England 0, Spain 0. I don't know about that one, Chief. So yeah, there you go. Why can't I see the... okay. Tip Sydney. Nah, I'm tipping Brisbane, mate. What do you mean, how they lose to the Giants? Lose to the Lions, sorry. They literally lost to Freo and St Kilda recently, and they can't lose to the Lions at the Gabba? Come on now. Relax. Are you going to do today's Stupid Idiots live stream? I was going to do it today, but I woke up late. So I might do a live one in future, but I think I'll just record it this week because we're 3 rounds down now. That's a lot of Stupid Idiots content. Because I got to be up at 6 a.m. every day the next 5 days. It's going to be hard to record one in time with like Australian timings because like it's got to be in the morning, so it's not going to work. Do a 2-hour Minecraft live stream, but like I don't really play Minecraft, so what would that be about? Anyway, it is 11:01. My train's in 44 minutes. I have not showered yet, so this is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and goodbye.